All right, I'm back. Connection issues there. Anyway, we got fights tomorrow, and there's like this laundry list of the shopping list of things that I need to do to get these events up and running. Basically, like it is a huge thing every month to do the yard work, to paint the Sasquatch in the cage, just to get all the supplies that we need. But anyway, I wanted to talk about the fights tomorrow. So we got a live feed going on tomorrow. That's going to be at about noon tomorrow. So if you want to tune in and watch some live fights, you can do that. I'm on the gravel road right now. Some of you guys might know this road by the if you've been out to the fights before. But if you want to tune in and watch the fights live, I'll have somebody manning the live station there. You can chat with them, but you can basically check out all the fights in not the best quality, but you know, at least you get to see it live. Yeah, Riding with Chicken, the return of Riding with Chicken. I do these every once in a while. To be honest, like if you're not on here right now, I'm probably going to end up deleting this video. But just to give you guys the info, ahead of time, 12 noon, that's going to be the time everything's going to kick off. Also something that I'm probably going to do after the fights, I'm probably going to do a podcast, not a podcast, but a press conference, like right after the fights. So we've never done this before, and I got to plan it a little bit, but I'm basically going to ask some of the fighters to stick around after the fight and maybe talk about the fights a little bit and let people around watching ask questions. Yeah, I know I'm ripping the UFC off, whatever. If Dana White don't like it, he can fight me for it. I missed my May 6th event. Yeah, that's the OG branch, the one that's over in Virginia. We're the Scrapyard. We're the ones out here in Washington State. I got a big match coming up tomorrow, so I just implemented a new belt into the Scrapyard, and it's the Muay Thai belt. So that's going to be going on tomorrow. We're going to have some Muay Thai fights for the title. Another thing too, I'm doing a Kicking It with Chicken tonight, so you might want to check that out. It's my podcast that I do, but I'm doing it a little bit different now. I even thought about doing it not live, but I know that a lot of you like to come on there and ask questions and join in the chat, so I'm not going to take that away from you. But I'm going to actually be doing Kicking It with Chicken in the cage, and I'm going to have a couple guests. So I'll make up a thumbnail. You'll see who the guests are in the thumbnail. I don't want to spoil it, but one guy's coming from the West Coast. The other guy, he's a Scrapyard fighter, but he lives basically in the area of the West Coast. If anybody wants to run it for the 145-pound Muay Thai title tomorrow that's in Washington State, that's not a pro, hit me up. My email is scrapyardfighting@gmail.com. But I'm looking for that. I'm looking for a 160-pound female with some gym training and stuff, you know, for doing kickboxing or possibly boxing. But her opponent couldn't make it this month, so I'm trying to fill that spot in. What else? It's going to be a nice day tomorrow, some good fights. I might get out there and do some grappling, you guys. If you can be under 150, there's a 5-pound cutoff on the belt stuff. So if it's a 185-pound title, you've got to weigh under 190. But yeah, if you're close, and if you want to sign up, if you're watching right now and you're like, I don't want to do the title fight, but I'd like to fight there tomorrow, you can go to our Facebook group. It's the pin post at the top. Just please read everything. Please just read everything. Not enough people Well, I know it's not a 190-pound belt. It's 185, but we don't like to encourage weight cutting out here. So there's a 5-pound allowance for whatever, you know. We just don't want people like killing themselves trying to cut down to weight, you know. I did amateur fighting for years. Weight cutting it sucks. And I don't want to put that on people out here just to, you know, like they don't got to be like right on. But if you're going to fight for 185, you got to be pretty close, okay? I mean, that 190 is pretty close. Now, that doesn't, if you're wanting to just fight, there isn't really weight classes, okay? We do a 10-pound sliding scale. So you come out here, whatever you weigh in at, whatever your opponent is, they should be around 10 pounds close to you, up or down, unless you're a heavyweight. Heavyweight, you know, that can go more. That can probably be like, it just depends on the weight. Fighters, I need you guys. Can I come watch in person local? No, you can't. The only way that you can come watch local is if bring somebody that is going to fight. Then you can be their plus one. But here's the thing, like, I understand there's people locally that watch this, and I love it. I love that you guys are fans of it and that you support us. But if I just opened up the floodgates for everybody to come in and just watch in person, then I would... Somke, what's up? Yep, ride with chicken. If I just open up the floodgates and let everybody in to spectate, then I would be dealing with all these people. I don't want to make money off it though. I'm not trying to make money off charging people. For one, that's illegal. And so if you're not familiar, there's no money involved. We don't pay, we don't receive money from whatever. So no money involved. But it is invite only basically. So like if you're coming out, you're either part of my event staff, you're a fighter, you're one of the fighters' corners, or you're a guest of mine. To be a guest of mine, you got to be doing something or know me or whatever. And again, people have tried to pay me money to be my guest, and that doesn't work either. I'm telling you, when I say that there's no money involved, I mean like you're not gonna come out and give me money to be a spectator. It ain't gonna happen. I ain't gonna jeopardize everything that the Scrapyard's built for a few dollars. Do you have to pay to fight for? No, you don't have to pay to fight for Street Beefs. You don't have to pay to fight for any Street Beefs. It don't matter if it's Virginia, West Coast. You don't have to pay any money to fight for Street Beefs. Nor do you receive any money for fighting on any of the branches of Street Beefs. Street Beefs it's here to provide you guys and gals, which we need more gals signing up. It's to provide you with a lot of exposure. Yes, we do have medics on site. We have nurses. We have nurses at the event, every event. We have referees with professional training, medic station. You get checked out before and after your fight. We got free water for the fighters. Yeah, but the exposure that you get from Street Beefs or can potentially get, you will not get anywhere else, I can tell you that. I mean, not unless you are a UFC fighter, but even then, because let's be honest, some people have, I might be totally wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure people have fought for the UFC before and nobody knows who they are. Like an undercard or something, and then you got some guys that come out and fight for Street Beefs that not my branch, but you know, like the main branch, they got fights that people have gotten 10, 20, 30, 40 million views. I mean, where are you going to get 40 million views from? Now that's dependent on you as a fighter. The venue, the establishment, the organization, the community, whatever you want to call it, we're here to provide you guys with the ability to be seen by everybody. Same with the UFC though. They exist, and depending on you as a fighter will depend on your popularity as far as views go. If you come out here and you just don't dress up with anything, you know, like you don't have any like apparel that sticks out in people's memories, and you don't say anything in your intro, and you have like a kind of a mediocre performance, like you might not get a whole lot of exposure from Streetbeefs. But that's not really Streetbeefs' fault. I mean, we're providing you with the platform to get the views, but you as a fighter have to do what you can do to pull in views. I hope that makes sense to you guys. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm waiting on something right now. Now I can take questions. You guys have been talking and stuff, and I've kind of been neglecting you, which I've seen some of your stuff, but turn this AC down. See what you guys have been saying. Chat. Okay. My next event is tomorrow. The question you just said, I really want to fight for you. Please take my info. You have to sign up in the Facebook group. I can't take your info over live on Facebook or on YouTube. So go to our Facebook group. If you don't have a Facebook, make one up. Go on there. Sign up. Now you can only sign up on my Facebook group, Streetbeefs Scrapyard, for my branch, which is in Washington State. If you want to fight for the other branches, Streetbeefs, I would go to streetbeefshq.com or contact Sunshine Trask. She handles all that stuff on the other branches. So that's going to be what you're going to want to do to become a fighter in one of the other branches. You've been banned for life on Facebook. No, you're not. Have somebody else sign you up then. Make a new fake account with a different email. What do you look for when putting a fighter on? Oh yeah, what do you put down? That's all listed in the Facebook group. You put down your weight, your experience level, your age. We ask you to describe your experience a little bit. Your fighter name, your Streetbeefs record if you have one, where you're from, if you're traveling, that kind of stuff. What is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is to be the viral sensation anomaly fighting in his 60s at Streetbeefs Scrapyard. That's the meaning of life. Let's see here. I'm going through messages. They have events down in Florida sometime, but I would suggest going up to Virginia to fight if you're from Florida. Fights in the James, fights in the crowd don't generally, like, nothing like that really happens. In fact, it's a really chill environment out at the Scrapyard. Okay, I'm going back up. Is there there are fighters that are over 325 pounds. Do you help people get bare knuckle boxing? So I can help people get lined up with names that can help them into the bare knuckle boxing thing. Like we don't allow bare knuckle at the Scrapyard, but I can help you. Like, I know some people I could help you get involved with that if you're a fighter out at the Scrapyard. I definitely want to help our fighters out. So yeah, unfortunately, backyard fighting is not legal in all but a couple states. So you're limited to going to the states that it is legal in, Texas, Washington, etc., and signing up to fight. I know it's shitty to have to buy a plane ticket and all that, but to be honest, like, you really aren't going to get exposure like this or the experience like this. The closest airport is SeaTac. So a lot of people come out here and they get like an Airbnb or even a hotel or whatever. They generally get them in like Tacoma, Gig Harbor if they can. Make a weekend out of it, come out, check the fights out. I got people trying to send me messages on Instagram right now. Hey, real quick, follow us on Instagram, Streetbeefs_Scrapyard. I'm your BFF. Oh man, that means a lot to me. I'll take a couple more questions, but I gotta get off here. You're banned from IG. Man, I don't think that's IG's problem, Rob. I think that's a Rob problem. Scrapyardfighting@gmail.com. I mean, that's you can contact me on there, but I mean, signups are pretty straightforward. They're on Facebook. The reason it's on Facebook is because I have all the requirements on there, and I get so many people wanting to sign up to fight that it is very difficult to have to send out every single bit of information and keep track of people on different platforms and through email and all that stuff. So it's better to just, yeah, make a fake Facebook account up or have somebody sign you up on there. You could communicate with me through email, but they don't have events in Tampa. They have events in Florida sometimes. I don't know where at. How do we get fighters? Mainly we get fighters from like local people around the area, or people that hear about us on Instagram or YouTube or whatever, and they want to come out and fight. They'll fly out here, they'll drive out here, whatever. I mean, they'll find a way. I mean, I was a fan of Streetbeefs over in Virginia. I found a way over there. I fought 4 times in a total in Virginia. I just went down to Streetbeefs West Coast a couple months ago. I didn't fight, but I did go and hang out with my fighters. Yeah, to be honest, like, I don't know why it got canceled, but I would assume that it was probably from not enough people signing up. So for Streetbeefs, and I'm kind of just giving my thoughts on this, and what I don't know if this is exactly how it works, so don't quote me on this, but I think they have to have a number of signups before they will go all the way down there and put a pop-up event up. Because I mean, like, if you get 5 fights but they spend all this time and money driving down there and setting up, like, you know, it ain't really worth it. So I'll take one more question. Hey, somebody super chatted me. I didn't even see it. Who did that? You know what? Oh, there it is. Ohms. What's up, Ohms? No, it's considered. Oh, we don't have any Scrapyard sleeveless t-shirts right now. Actually, yes, we do. Go to my Teespring. It's on my YouTube. You can get one there. Yeah, there's no license or anything, because it's basically amateur exhibition. Like, we're just hard sparring is what it's considered. It's on private property. We're not charging anything. We're not paying anybody. You know, honestly, like if you went somewhere and and did a you know, a flag football game or a basketball game. Like, it's plus Washington State has a mutual combat law. That's why it's not legal in a lot of states. Hey, Ohms, appreciate you, man. I hope you tune into Kicking It with Chicken tonight. It should be a good one. What time is it? Yeah, it should be a good Kicking It with Chicken tonight. Out in the cage. How do you know when to stop a fight? We have trained referees. Yeah, we got long sleeves on our Teespring too. You messaged me on Instagram. Okay, I will answer it here in a minute, okay? I got you. Don't lose hope in me. Concrete Cowboy, you too, man. That was your fight recently, right? Against Neon Dawn, right? Next one is June, I don't know, June 20, maybe like June 22nd or something. It's the Saturday after June 20th. All right, I'm going to get off here. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and I'll see you on Kicking It with Chicken tonight and the live feed tomorrow at 12 o'clock, noon, Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you tune in. It's going to be a good one. And then the press conference afterwards, and then I'll get you guys a new fight out on Sunday, okay? Peace out, everybody.